Hello everybody, today you're going to learn how to change accuracy text and also you're going to learn how to get custom difficulties. Both I think are pretty cool. So let's start with the accuracy changing. So if you were to go on a mod, this is the mod here, and just to let you know, this script for some reason I think I'm going to try and figure it out, but it doesn't work on newer versions, probably because they've updated the code since for the game. So if you're going to try it on newer versions, even just this mod here I have is one version ago compared to the newest, most recent version. So I think if you go back then, any mods that are in that version but all below should work. So in mod scripts, in the link in the description, there'll be a Google Drive link to download this called accuracy change text. Now the only thing you need to change over here is when I open it up, is if you go down here, over here is the bit you want to change. If the accuracy is less than or equals 99.9935, then it will give text for beans. So you can change whatever you want it to be. So if you want it to be below 80 and everything like that, you can change it to whatever you want it to be. So D here is for like below 0, etc. So all of this stuff is if you've got bad accuracy or good accuracy. So you can change what number you want it to be to make it a little bit more diverse. So let's do it around the 85. It's going to say D. So if I were to save it now and I were to play the mod. Also, this is a scrapped old mod. It's got old music in it too. I've improved a little bit. See, look. So what it says right here is looks like using an outdated version of Psych Engine. The script doesn't work in newer versions because they've updated the code of FNF. So that's probably why it doesn't work if you're trying to use it on newer versions. I'm sorry about that. I might try and find a new script or something like that kind of is more compatible with the newer versions. But anyway, so if I go on story mode, I can pick one of the songs. Here's the week that I was planning to make, but I'm just going to go on like week 2 or something. Let's go in easy mode because I'm playing with WS and D. Normally use the arrow keys, but my microphone is covering that when I'm recording to get the best sound quality possible. Look how slow that is. I'm used to playing hard mode. Also, I've added a move camera feature, but as you can tell right there, it says rating D. Let's try and get a better accuracy. I still can't. I need to get better. Come on. But as you can tell, it still works right there. Man, I suck at FNF when I'm using WS and D. Okay, next let's move on to adding custom difficulties. This one is surprisingly easy compared to what I thought it was when I first learned how. I thought you had to go in the code of the game, but the technique I'm going to even show you requires literally no coding. So I was planning to make a Little Nightmares mod. So in here I've added custom difficulties. So in mods images, you're going to create a folder, call it menu difficulties, like that exactly. And then you can add your difficulties, call them whatever you want them to be called. So I've got different difficulties. The only problem is that they're white, which isn't exactly good if you want to see them. But I've got all the different difficulties like that in the mods images. If you're changing difficulty, you want to change it to text or whatever your difficulty is called. So like normal or something like that. I'm going to undo that so it works. But change it to the names of your difficulties. So for example, mine would default Nightmare and Simple. These will be the names of the difficulties in mods data. So you're just going to change it to test dash and then you want to call it whatever difficulties it is. And then after that, there's one more thing you need to do. Okay, here's my old mod I was going to work on for a while, which was Little Nightmares. Doesn't look too bad. I've noticed this with the sidebar script where black bars appear, the aspect ratio changes, which isn't too bad of a thing, but to me it kind of makes the game less professional. I should have a custom difficulty. So I did make a tutorial adding weeks, but that's fine, you don't really need to do it. So when you're creating your week, over here, once you've done all your settings, you've added all the songs, on other difficulties. So default difficulties will be easy, normal and hard without quotes. So you're going to make your difficulties. So mine were there was simple and there was nightmare and stuff. So when you make your week, you want to get the difficulties in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like simple, nightmare, etc. So what you're going to do is over here on difficulties, you're just going to name them what difficulties you want for your mod. I actually think this mod can show you difficulties. So if I go into mods data, I will have a song called Adventure. And as you can tell, I had a custom difficulty called Pibby. And in mods images, menu difficulties, I have the same name, so I've got Pibby over here for the custom difficulty. And then in mods, weeks on here, if I go on here somewhere, if I go in the script somewhere, should have difficulties, here it is. So it says difficulties Pibby. So that means right now that the week, as you saw, let me go back to it just so you know. So if I were to go on story mode and I were to go on the week it wanted, it would have Pibby only. If you did enjoy that video, make sure to like, subscribe, and have a good day. If you have any other tutorials, I'm probably going to be making more polls. You can in the comments, you can write it. And the same if you have any problems or anything, you can write them down in the comments below. Have a good day. Bye bye.